10 years ago, Arab Spring, the first set of public revolts fueled by smartphones took place. It was expected that it would finally bring required changes to the Muslim world. But 10 years down the line, citizens of countries like Libya, Egypt, Yemen, Syria and Bahrain are looking at a bleak future. However, Tunisia, from where it all started, is giving a ray of hope. Hi and welcome to TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Piyush, and if you haven't subscribed to the TFI English channel yet, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates. Coming back to the story, in this video I will tell you about a Sunni majority country that is planning to ditch Islam as a state religion. It is now an established fact that theocracies do not produce prosperity. Most documented religions have so many internal contradictions that bringing consensus for a stabilized democracy is next to impossible. Maybe this is what crossed the mind of the drafters of the new constitution of Tunisia. The country is set to invalidate Islam. According to various reports coming out from the North African country, Tunisia won't be declaring Islam as its state religion in the new constitution. Earlier this month, Sadiq Belaid, head of the drafting committee of the constitution, told AFP that he was aiming towards removing any kind of reference to Islam in the new constitution. Apparently, this would help in drastically cutting down the powers of Islamist parties. The news was later confirmed by Kais Saied, current Tunisian president. Kais told media persons the next constitution of Tunisia won't mention a state with Islam as its religion, but belonging to an ummah or community which has Islam as its religion. The ummah and the state are two different things. Kais came to power last year, and from then on, he has ramped up efforts to enhance power of secular parties in the country. The current Tunisian constitution arrived after a compromise between secular and Islamist parties in 2014. The process was so mired in controversy that the constitution mentioning Islam as a religion was formulated after the Jasmine Revolution of 2011. Jasmine Revolution was supposed to bring peace and prosperity to Islam-dominated region. But internal conflicts kept hitting the country at frequent intervals. Tunisia's population distribution is heavily tilted towards Islam. 98% of the people are Muslims, while the other 2% follow Judaism and Christianity. Tunisian Islam is dominated by Sunni sect. According to various estimates, Sunnis comprise nearly 99% of Tunisian Muslim population. Though it is not always attributable to the religion, various experts cited religious conflicts as one of the main exponents of terror in Tunisia. Due to the Tunisian state adhering to a particular religion, the narrative has trickled down in the country as well. The fine line between terrorism and other forms of violence has been omitted from Tunisian polity. In fact, earlier this month, the Tunisian president dismissed 57 judges on the charges of protecting terrorists and indulging in corruption. The dismissal of judges was supposed to act as a warning sign for Islamists, but they refused to listen, and Said then came forward with this revolutionary new constitution. As expected, the voices against the much needed change have started to prop up. Rached Ghannouchi, Tunisian politician and co-founder of the Islamic political party Innahat, took to Facebook to register his opinion. He wrote, "The greatest corruption in politics is tyranny, and the cure is to return to democracy and the separation of powers." Rached communicated to his support base that if Islam is a part of the constitution, then Tunisia is a democracy, otherwise it will be under dictatorship. The road ahead is difficult for Kais. If they are allowed to have their way, Islamists would not allow such kinds of changes. But this is what politics is, making the impossible seem real. Kais is determined. Even if he fails, at least a process has kicked off in Tunisia to separate the state from religion.